Now on One, Inside Out, and Mari Ashby has 3 surprising stories from where you live.
Hello, I'm Mari Ashby. Inside Out is back, and tonight we're on the trail of Mr. Loophole, the man all the celebrities want to hire. Also tonight, the 2 women who've downsized with a vengeance.
You can't really buy a life at Harrods. You can only buy stuff that goes in a life.
Well, no one likes losing, especially when you've had it all, like the 2 women from Leicestershire we're about to meet. They know all about being millionaires, they've lived that celebrity lifestyle, but amazingly, they say losing the lot was the best thing that ever happened to them.
This is a story of riches to rags, of friendship and survival, and of how 2 women from Leicestershire believe losing everything has taught them how to save the world. 10 years ago, Shirley was rich, very rich. She'd made her money recruiting bankers in the city.
I was a millionaire. I had everything that money could buy, and it was fantastic. I mean, it's so amazing to be rich, and you can do anything, you can go anywhere, you can buy anything. Chin chin.
Holly worked for Shirley. She was pretty rich too.
Yeah, I had a home in Fulham and, you know, lovely car and lovely clothes.
We used to drive along the Thames, and we used to throw out business cards to sexy blokes like callers, you know, callers, we're fantastic. And then one day on one of these trips, she dropped a bombshell and told me she was leaving and going to live in California to find the man of her dreams.
Oh, he was a stud. He was a hunk. I mean, just big and gorgeous and boyish and perfect straight teeth.
His brother, Marty, was the best man. And you know what they say about best man's perks? I mean, he looked fantastic. And he asked me to marry him, and I said, okay. And basically, that was it. We drove off in the sunset. 3 months later, the stock market crashed, and I totally lost everything. Within a couple of weeks, basically, it was all over.
So let's recap. They're now broke. They've swapped California for Countersthorpe, a village in Leicestershire. They're divorced, living on the dole, and to stay looking glamorous, they buy their entire wardrobe from local charity shops.
Oh, it's beautiful. How much is it?
£3.
Whoa, that's a bargain. We were so amazed, and we went to places like Oxfam, Age Concern, Dr. Bernardo's, and picked up some really amazing...
We found these most amazing treasures.
And here's a pair of Pera Uno jeans that will go with that jumper. They're gorgeous. £3.
Losing all their cash has given these 2 a new perspective on everything.
We can't afford Heinz. Get Co-op variety.
Well, it's not Harrods Food Hall, is it?
We can get 120 apples for 99p.
Now, you've got to make this add up to £10.
Or less than.
Or less than, or otherwise we're in trouble.
But you may have noticed downsizing doesn't mean downhearted. They're now on a mission to share their money doesn't buy you happiness philosophy. Today, like most days, they'll go out onto the streets of Leicester, approach complete strangers and offer to help sort out their lives.
We go out every day and we give free life coaching to the homeless. It's not based on any psychology degree or any that we say we're geniuses. We just talk to people, we're positive, and we're just alive and happy and grateful, and every day's a blessing.
They call their mission the Ministry of Common Sense.
These are Ministry of Common Sense.
You want to be on the camera?
Are you p****?
Are you p****?
If you were, it would be better.
Yes, we are.
You are.
We met these 2 ladies about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago in town. We spoke about a few things that we wouldn't normally speak to strangers about.
But we did.
But we did.
Like you're at the bottom and you need
Are you ready to come
change
up?
your behaviour a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm off the drugs now.
Good.
Good.
I just drink. You've got these 2 lovely ladies approaching you in the street with a TV crew. There's got to be some sort of scam in it somewhere. Who wouldn't have thought that at first? But now, yeah. I do believe what they are saying.
Okay, we'll shuffle the hats in on 73, yeah, coming soon.
Over at Leicester College, there's another satisfied customer. Nick was driving a taxi when he met Holly and Shirley. Now they've convinced him to follow his dream.
Just made me realise that music is my passion totally, and that I've just got to go for it regardless of what anyone will say to me. They've got hearts of gold, absolutely. They're just full of life, full of energy. They love life and they love people, and they just want to save the world, really, I think.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Paul, a self-confessed alcoholic, arranges to meet Holly and Shirley the next day for counselling. He's just become another client of the Ministry of Common Sense.
Finding something to celebrate without booze or without drugs when you're down and you've got this difficulty, so it's like it self-perpetuates.
The other day you were talking about being 30 almost, and that the time might be right to start thinking,
Children, marriage,
what's my next? Yeah, what's my?
Yeah, I've got aims, ambitions, and goals, but they're just clouded at the moment. That's all.
The founders of the ministry know what it's like to hit rock bottom. Holly's a recovering alcoholic, and rock bottom is where Shirley started. Long before she was a millionaire, she was one of 6 kids growing up on Leicester's Ayers Monsell estate.
Can you imagine 8 people
I just
living
can't
in a
imagine
3-bedroom
getting
house?
8 people in there.
There was a gate that came here, and the day that I left, the bloke that I was going to live with bought like 200 red roses, and he had a big flash car. And I was walking out the gate, and I remember my dad shouting at me, don't go, it's a mistake. And I was like, yeah, see ya. And that was it, I never came back.
Time now to fast forward. It's a few months later. Paul's been seeing Holly and Shirley regularly for counselling. Now there's news.
Paul apparently has not been drinking, has got a job.
We've heard that he's doing really, really, really well, and we're pretty excited about seeing if we made sense or not. Fantastic! How are you? Look at you!
Look at you! Nice to see you, Di.
How are you?
Up until a few weeks ago, I would wake up in the morning, check the fridge. If there's any beer in the fridge, I would drink the beer. But whereas now, I get up, I go to work. The Ministry of Common Sense makes a lot of sense to me as it goes. But even the most fully trained alcohol counsellor has not been there and had the life experience. They can't really relate to that problem. How can you when you've not been there yourself?
When you've been an addict and a drunk and you've behaved in a way that has taken you to the gutter, you have to be constantly on top of it. So we're not immune from the lessons that we're putting out. We live it every day.
We are living proof of how to be happy with absolutely nothing.
Well, and the fantastic thing is that we can now teach people how to do it. And once you've found something that is absolutely fantastic, I mean, surely it's our obligation to share that with other people.
We've been chosen to save the world, and that's what we do every day, regardless of how many people tell us we're mad, how many people say it's not possible. Our purpose is to save the world.
One by one.
One by one, and we will do it.